Season 3 of The Mandalorian is finally here. Let's talk about this first episode, but first do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications so that we can reach 20,000 subscribers before June. That's the goal, let's make it happen. Now, the Apostate opens strong with Paz Vizsla, the Armorer, and other surviving Death Watch members inducting a new foundling, but the ceremony is interrupted by a giant crocodile of sorts. I love seeing the Mandalorians in action and ultimately being saved by their Mandalore as he swoops in to dispatch the beast in his modified N1 starfighter. Unfortunately though, they still don't accept him as their leader, hence the title of this episode, The Apostate. So this season, or at least this first arc, will undoubtedly be Din Djarin's quest for atonement. Reunited with Grogu, the Mudhorn clan of two sets out across the galaxy, and their first stop is Navarro, where it all began. The world looks much different now as High Magistrate Greef Karga tries to keep the planet on the straight and narrow. We get a cool Western-style face-off between Din and Karga against a small band of pirates. It was good to see that Karga hasn't lost his touch. We also learn the fate of Cara Doon. She was recruited by New Republic Special Forces. Personally, I'm glad they left the door open for this character because I would love to see them return to her story sometime. IG-11 makes a partial appearance. He's returned to his murderous ways, and we got to meet a couple more Babu Fricks. A workshop full of Anzellans was something I never knew I needed to see. Then, as the Mandalorian and Grogu head off-world, they re-encounter the pirates in space. The dogfighting looked good as they flew through an asteroid field, and Din used some of the mining equipment in the asteroids to help even his odds. The only underwhelming part of this scene was the pirate Captain Shard. I don't know what costume design that was, but it wasn't Star Wars. Considering all the Nikto, Aqualish, Klatooinians, and Trandoshans they had to choose from, I don't know why they chose this Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Maybe it was a sort of irony? I don't know, but it was brief thankfully, and I hope that's the last we see of Gory and Shard. Hondo Anaka would have been a welcome sight in my opinion. They gave us the Purgle while traveling through hyperspace, which I thought was a beautiful scene and a great way to connect to Ahsoka and the Rebels, so to have Onaka in this first episode could have been the chef's kiss. Finally, a bitter Bo-Katan, alone in her throne room, ruler of none, was a great way to end this episode. She seems to be harboring animosity toward Din Djarin, though he seems to have none. In fact, he sought her out for her help. I believe they've set up what could be a battle for the Darksaber in episodes to come. I think Djarin is settling into the idea of becoming Mandalore, and he will not be giving up that Darksaber anytime soon. While this episode was intended to reacquaint viewers with what happened between Season 2 and the Book of Boba Fett, it was still a great debut. The fight scenes were entertaining, the world building looked good, and most importantly, it left me eager for Episode 2. Just over half an hour in length, The Apostate was precisely what I was looking for to kick off this new season. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, remember that I do what I love. I hope you love what I do. This has been another Rancorous Review. Until next time.